Are you in need of some deep relaxation? Who isn't these days? Hi, I'm Jennifer with Only in Sedona Yoga. Thank you so much for joining us for our Sober Saturday stretch and meditation live stream. If you're new, what this is gentle restorative yoga followed by a guided body scan meditation. You do not need to be on a recovery journey. It is for anybody. It's really just to relax and soothe your nervous system. I call it Sober Saturdays because it's what I did and continue to do to keep myself sober. What I invite you to do, while I do announcements at the beginning, because once we get going, I try to not talk at all except to guide you through so that you can experience deep relaxation. So while I am going over the opening announcements, please get comfortable. I invite you to do this in your pajamas, light some candles, get some fragrance going. Make this like a spa escape for yourself, like setting up for a massage. As far as announcements go, I don't really have a whole lot today. Everything you really need to know is in the description of this video. If you'd like to get in touch with us, our toll-free number is there. Our website's onlyinsedona.com and talktothemat.com. If you'd like to know what we have to offer, there's also a GoFundMe there that we started last week. The person that it's helping is somebody who is in a position very similar to what I was in when Ed and I started Only in Sedona Yoga, only she's also a mom. So if you have anything in your heart and a little extra to give, that would be really great. And other than that, one exciting thing, if you do live in the Verde Valley area, I am so honored and happy to announce that I will be teaching with Yavapai Community College in the fall. I'll be doing a somatic yoga class. It will be held at the Clarkdale campus. So if you do live or are in the Verde Valley area and you get that little entertainment book that comes out with the recreation classes. I forget exactly the terminology that they use, but it's the non-credit courses. Personal development. Look us up. We would love to have you join that. I'm looking forward to that in the fall. So, with all that said, please grab any comfy, cozy props you like, even some stuffed animals and pillows, and let's talk to our mats. Get in a nice, comfortable seat. Let your hands rest on your knees. Just take a breath or two. As you mentally enter your sanctuary of yoga, check in with yourself, beginning to practice that detachment. Focusing in on the breath. And I always like to start warming up the body with some gentle movement. So just start circling your body around. As you inhale for a count of 5, and exhale for a count of 5 or 6. Hold at the top of your next rotation. Place your hands behind you to elongate your spine. Take a deep breath, inhale. Rotate your wrists as you twist towards whichever leg is in front. It's a gentle spinal twist, a breath or two here. And if you feel inspired, you can bring this back arm up. And come out of that, switch the direction of your cross, and start stirring that soup pot the other way. And hold this last one at the top. Arms come behind you to elongate the spine. Nice deep breath. And gentle twist to the other way. You can rotate your wrist once more. Maybe bringing this back arm up. Tuning into the stretch along the side of the body. And roll over to all fours for some cat-cows and some barrel rolls, starting with your cat-cows. Hold this last one at the top, and then give me 2 or 3 barrel rolls to each direction. Really tune into how your spine feels, all those tiny muscles between your ribs. And come to a neutral spine. Extend one leg back and just gently rock back and forth. And then switch. Return to all fours. I'm just going to sway from side to side. Focus in on the shoulders. You can even trace an infinity symbol with your shoulders. And the first pose we're going to hold is going to stretch our shoulders a little more. We're going to go into thread the needle. You can keep your hips up high, puppy style, or you can sink back low. I encourage you to find the position that works best for your body, even if it doesn't look exactly like mine. We'll be holding each pose for a minute or two, focusing in on your breath. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And as you come out, return to all fours. Maybe return to that infinity sign motion, or just kind of take it side to side. Check in with your shoulders, how they feel, before switching to the other side. Take another breath or two here. Before coming out and checking back in with yourself. We're going to go into a plank or a down dog next just briefly, so you may wish to move to the floor for safety if you're on your bed. But after that, we'll be going into pigeons, so another alternative is just to maneuver yourself right into that pose. But if you are on a mat or the floor, come up into your down dog. Maybe walk it out. Explore the stretch and opening of the posterior chain for a few breaths. Before bringing one leg forward, maybe you're already there. Your pigeon or sleeping swan, you can have the leg closer to parallel. You can have the footing closer to your hip. You can even take a deer pose variation if you're familiar with yin. Whichever pose you choose, focus in on your breath. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And then gently come out of this one, moving into all fours. Maybe shifting your hips side to side, tuning into how that feels. Before returning to your down dog. Just long enough to get that pigeon or sleeping swan positioning on the other side. And once you do, sink into stillness and focus on your breath. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. Make your way back to all fours. You shift those hips. Check in with how that feels. Maybe circle them out a bit. And come to seat. We're going to go into a mat seat twist. We won't hold it quite as long, so cross one leg over the other. Your back arm forms a second spine. And lift one arm up. Just kind of give that leg a hug. And look behind. And just twist here for a few breaths. And as you release out of this, we're going to go into our shoelace. So I'm going to invite you to just cross that leg over. Your objective is to stack the knees. Hi, Squeak. You may wish to use a bolster for this one. You might feel more than enough sitting up here. If you want, you can start to walk forward and explore that hip opening a little more. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And slowly come on up out. Gently open up those legs. Introduce some gentle movement, maybe windshield wiper a little. Try not to hit your kitty cat. And before we switch to the other side, let's open up wide to a wide leg forward fold seated. Or some people call it a dragonfly if you're a fan of yin. Your knees can be soft. You can place pillows under your knees. You can be sitting up tall. You can start to walk forward. Just getting those hips from a different angle, focusing on the inner thigh. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And be gentle as you come out of this one. Introducing any gentle movements that feel good. We're going to get that twist on the other side. So bring the other leg beneath you. Other leg comes on top. Lifting up. Look behind. I think I did this side last time, so I'm going to switch. My body is telling me that's what I did. Yes. When you mindfully tune into your body, it's easier to listen to what it communicates to you. And as you come out of this one, segue into that shoelace, stacking your knees as much as you comfortably can. And staying here if this is good, or coming forward. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And take your time coming out. Introducing gentle movement as you check in with those hips. I'm going to go into a half saddle next. I'm going to lay back on my bolster, but a couple of variations that you can take. You can also lie on your belly and pull the ankle back, or on your side. If it is within your practice, with or without a bolster, you can bring the top of that one foot to the mat. You might feel enough here. If it is okay and within your range of motion today, you can gently start to come back. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And take your time coming out. Depending which variation you took, really tune into the blood flowing through that leg. And before we do the other side, we're going to do a seated forward fold. We're going to do this twice, so we'll hold it for about half as long. Feel free to use any props or straps if you wish. I like to just lean forward until I feel my hamstrings engage, keeping my spine straight, but you do you. Just take one more breath here. Before gently moving into your half saddle on the other side. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And take your time coming out, but then come down on your back instead of a seated forward fold. We're going to do it supine. You may wish to grab a strap. You can certainly just extend the legs like the legs up the wall, holding behind your calves. You can reach up and loop the toes if you like. Take a few breaths here in a supine forward fold. It's a great alternative if standing forward folds or seated forward folds are a little bit tough on your lumbar spine. And finishing with supine twist. Bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug just for a second before extending one leg long. Crossing the other leg, extend the opposite arm and twist. Take one or two more breaths. And then take your time coming back to your back. Check in with your low back. Bend both your knees, maybe let them fall together before switching to the other side. Take one or two more breaths here before segueing into your final resting pose. You may choose to lie in Shavasana or curl up in any position you find conducive to meditation. Now is your time to get comfortable, so please use your props, arranging your pillows for your ultimate comfort, tucking yourself in as you would a child, covering yourself with a blanket to allow your body to cool, and attending to your comfort to physically communicate to yourself that you are in your sanctuary of yoga, where you are safe, protected, and loved. And as you cuddle into your cozy cocoon, simply draw your awareness to the natural pace of your breath. You don't have to try to change it at first. Although you may observe how awareness itself is enough to slow the pace of your breathing. As you start to consciously control it now, inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5 or 6. Continue to breathe as you sink into relaxation. And draw your awareness to your heart center. Check in with what your heart is feeling and simply observe. Perhaps speaking to your heart. I am relaxing deeply. I am showering you with love. Then draw your awareness to the center of your forehead, your right eyebrow, and your left, your right temple, left temple, right cheekbone, left cheekbone. Sense all the tiny muscles around your eyes, consciously relaxing them with your next exhale. Sense the flow of air across your upper lip as you breathe. And sense the sides of your jaw, right and left, allowing your bottom teeth to fall away from your upper teeth. The tip of your tongue to relax against the roof of your mouth. And sensing all the way down to the root of your tongue and the base of your throat. Sense your right collarbone, shoulder blade, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist. the palm of your right hand, and each of your 5 fingers in turn. Can you sense where your fingertips end and the space beyond them begins? Move your awareness back to the base of your throat, to your left collarbone, shoulder blade, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, the palm of your left hand, and all 5 fingers, tuning into where your fingertips end and the space beyond them begins. Awareness moving back up to the base of your throat, to the right and left sides of your chest, sensing your waist, your midsection, lower belly, your right hip, upper thigh, knee, shin, ankle, and top of your right foot. Sense all 5 toes, the sole of your right foot, and your heel. Sense your calf, the back of your thigh, your sit bone, and the base of your spine. Sensing your left hip, upper thigh, knee, shin, ankle, the top of your left foot, all 5 of your toes, the sole of the foot, heel, calf, back of the thigh, sit bone, and base of your spine. Walking fingertips of awareness up your lumbar spine now. Breathing relaxation into your lower back. Moving up to the thoracic spine. Sensing your rib cage expand with each inhale. Connecting to each of the vertebrae in your mid-back. Sense your way up your cervical spine, the back of your neck, the base of your skull, your ears, right and left, and the crown of your head, even your hair follicles. Sense the entirety of the right hemisphere of your body. The whole right hemisphere of your body. And then sense the whole left hemisphere of your body. The whole left hemisphere of your body. As you breathe, imagining inhaling into the right side of your body Exhaling out the left side of your body. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhaling from the base of your spine. Exhaling out the crown of your skull. And reversing that now. Inhaling through the left hemisphere of your body. Exhaling through the right hemisphere of your body. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling through the base of your spine. Up the entire spinal column now. Exhaling down your spine. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. If you wish to slide off into sleep, please end the recording now or take out your headphones. If you wish to return to the world, please do so by gently introducing movement, starting by wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe swaying the body as you blink your eyes open, and carrying this feeling of calm relaxation with you through the rest of your weekend. Thank you for sharing this sober Saturday time with Only in Sedona Yoga. We love you and have a great weekend.